of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Second and 10.
Now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
And the Rams first down.
Now a first down throw. Goff. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'll give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
1st and 10.
33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. toss to Jones, running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On second and 11 now. Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 19 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
7 yards, the pickup there.
O.J. Howard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Tom Brady sacked. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
For the Buccaneers.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Robert Woods. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Jared Goff.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking downfield for Godwin, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That's taken in by Henderson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
Well, so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Looking downfield, he's got a man, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 85 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 11 now, Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey,
Robert Woods, touchdown LA. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
With it on the return is Logan. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
By Jalen Ramsey.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Gone. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's another Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away. And incomplete.
For O.J. Howard. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This complete to Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
First and 10. At their own 28.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
Here's Goff now on second down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, here's Goff. And got a man, it's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Now Goff on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Gain of 15.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Gone. A quick pass to Cup. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
His kick.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
On the returns, the Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own 18-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. To throw again. Brady. Caught by Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Intended for Ronald Jones.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Number 23, Cam.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Gain of 6.
1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing again is gone. And Woods has it complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And
he's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 30.
That it?
And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10, Goff throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Jordan Whitehead.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady now on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 11 now. Back to throw, Brady. Going for it all. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey.
Brady's pass intercepted by the Rams.
So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now it's gone. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all going to come down to Steven Hauschka. This from 55 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down.
On first down, it's gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. First down, Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Brady to throw again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Brady again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches, I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Rams 35.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Bucks, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop